What is up guys, it's me, the King of the Sea, and welcome back to another video. Today, I will be showing you some more new content for Stardew Valley. And in this video, we will be taking a look at all of the new monsters that have been added to the 1.3 update. I will show you where and how to find them, and also we'll take a good close look at them and see how awesome they look, how strong they are, and which is the best way to kill them. So without further ado, let's get monster slaying. So there are only 3 new monsters in total that have been added to the game so far, and all 3 of them can only be found down in the Skull Cavern. Of course, going into the Skull Cavern is a near end game feature, and you will need the Skull Cavern key to gain access. But before we talk about the new monsters and features, some of the old monsters have actually been revamped and tweaked. For example, the Serpents in the Skull Cavern are now a lot tougher. They are faster and stronger. It's not like they wasn't tough enough, right? I'm not 100% sure if this is an actual update, but since the update took place, I have noticed the Skull Cavern enemies to be a lot tougher, especially the Serpents, and I did read something online about them being revamped and tweaked, so we will see if this is 100% true once Eric Burrow makes a detailed list of the new single player content, but I can guarantee that this is actually a thing. What do you guys think? Also, down in the Skull Cavern, you will now randomly bump into treasure floors. These are random floors with a single treasure chest on them, nothing more, and inside this chest you can find many useful resources, such as bombs, weapons, the new cactus seeds, a new hat, plus much more. Right, now that I've explained that stuff, let's go and find these new monsters, shall we? So the first enemy you will see that's been new down in the Skull Cavern is these kind of ghost things. I'm not sure what these are actually called because we've not seen any information on this new update of just yet. But these are basically ghosts. You can see there is some of these ghosts similar to these down in the normal mines, but there've never been any of these in the Skull Cavern before, so this is a new enemy. Now these are pretty easy to kill, I won't lie, they're very slow. And the best way to kill these I've noticed is just use your sword. 2 or 3 hits and they are down if you've got, of course, the Galaxy Sword. I tried using bombs on these and they did seem to take a lot longer to die. Now if these do attack you and hurt you, they'll take a lot of damage off you, but then they'll just teleport somewhere else. So they'll hit you, they'll move somewhere else and you'll have to try and find them. So it's very annoying when they hit you. So it's better to try and use the block feature and try and hit them and kill them as fast as you can. I've not seen any useful items that they drop. I just get the odd void essence or solar essence every now and then, and that's about it. But that is the first enemy that's been added to the Skull Cavern. Now the second new monster is the IRIDIUM crabs. That is the official name. I've seen that information leaked online. These are IRIDIUM crabs, and basically this is a crab just like the other crabs in the game, and it's got an iridium shell on top of it. So it will randomly stay still and you will think that this is some iridium ore. You'll go up to mine it with your pickaxe and it will jump out and attack you. Now these things are very fast, so when you do hit them with the pickaxe and you notice that it's actually a crab, you better get running because these things don't mess around, and they also deal some good damage too. Now these can be very easy to defeat as well if you've got the Galaxy Sword. I've noticed 3 or 4 hits around there can usually kill one of these, but if you do use bombs, this will knock off their shell and then they become vulnerable and they'll run away from you, and it's just a case of hitting them once to kill them. So bombs are the very best bet to kill the crabs because you can kill them before you actually go up with your pickaxe, so you don't get a surprise enemy coming to attack you. Now these new IRIDIUM crabs do drop some useful items, one of them being the crab cakes. The old crabs in the game in the mines used to drop normal crabs, whereas these ones give you crab cakes. Now this is a very important recipe because this will give you a speed boost as well as some other stats, so crab cakes are very useful down there. And of course they will also drop iridium ore because it is an iridium crab, a very good enemy in the game if you ask me. Now the last new monster that has been added into the game is an iridium bat. Just like the crab, This is an iridium bat, so you'll notice this is like a purple colour. It looks a little bit different and a little bit bigger than the normal bats. It's got like pointy ears and pointy wings. Now these things are very annoying because they come in groups. They're always more than one on a floor. I've noticed there's always 2 or 3 or even more than that, and these guys are really fast. So if you are going further down the mines, I've noticed these to be quite far down in the mines, please make sure you take some speed boosts because you're going to need them. Now, bombs aren't very good against these because the bats are actually faster than the time the bomb explodes. So your best bet with these, I've noticed, is to block their first attack. This will knock them back a little bit, and then you can take 2 or 3 hits with your sword and it will deal a lot of damage and eventually kill them. Now these things I think deal the most damage out of all 3 of the enemies. I've noticed I was looking at the damage that these monsters were dealing, and these bats was taking a lot of damage off me. So you're going to want to make sure you don't get hit by these. But of course these guys do drop iridium ore as well because it's an iridium bat. So it's a very good monster to kill if you want to gather some iridium. So make sure you do kill a few of these if you can. All in all, they look pretty cool. It's nice to see some new enemies in the game. It would have been good to see some maybe more in the normal mines, but of course the Skull Cavern is the big one where it's a lot harder down there. So adding some new monsters down there is actually pretty nice. I like the iridium crabs and the bats the most just because of the fact that they do give you some good drops, and of course the iridium ore, which does come in handy. But they are very tough enemies. I still think the serpents are the toughest and most difficult enemy to kill because they're fast and they are very strong, and I think they've been revamped just like I was saying. I mean, you guys can test this out yourself, but these serpents seem a lot faster now. There seems to be more on the floor as well, not just the 1 or 2. There seems to be 4 or 5 coming at me now, which is insane, and they are so much stronger. I don't know if this is part of the update or if it's just me being stupid, but it just seems that way to me. But there we go guys, that is the 3 new monsters in the new 1.3 update. Let me know down below which of these are your favourite, or which ones are your least favourite, which ones don't you like to come across down in the Skull Cavern. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, especially if you're enjoying this new content for the 1.3 update. Got a lot more videos coming, so stay tuned on the channel. Subscribe if you are new around here to never miss an upload of these Stardew Valley content. Also guys, I hate saying this, but make sure you do tick the notification bell because YouTube's not been letting you guys know when I'm uploading lately, which is a little bit strange. YouTube's having its problems again. I get a lot of you guys message me saying, oh, I didn't know you uploaded. So make sure you do press the notification bell if you don't want to miss an upload. But that's it, I'm going to end that one there. Enough blabbering on. Thank you all for watching. It's been me, the King of the Sea, and I'll see you guys on the next video.